Yo. It's the Fair Gamer Show. I was gonna start a little later, but I was sitting up myself. Why I'm gonna do it 10:25 when I can do it right now. Yeah, I had to do a little things, get a little stuff situated, get a little situations and stuff like that. But I just want to say, um, it's been a lot of boo-hooing. It's been a lot of crime from all these Xbox guys. Now, let me say something in defense of them. They feel that you know Sony is anti-consumer because Phil Spencer said it. He came out. Phil Spencer, the head of Microsoft, he came out and said, "Oh, we're all about consumers getting games, and we're gonna make sure they can play it on everything." Let's stop right there. They said they can play it on everything. So recently, what happens? Microsoft, let me straighten out my chair a little bit. Microsoft turns around and actually says, we have a new partnership. This is how Phil Spencer like to talk. He pulls his eyes up and he throws his hand around. We have a new partnership with this is how you do it with Samsung. And we're doing mobile gaming for Samsung. I said, wait a minute, hold on. Now, just the other day, everybody was saying that it's so bad how Sony is having Spider-Man on the Avenger game only on the PS4. It's anti-consumer. You're not looking out for your people. What is the problem? Then they turn around and say, deal with Microsoft. And everybody, could people see me? Give me a hello or something if you can see me. Okay, good. Thanks. Fireman E is in the building once again. Fireman ETV. I know Cakes Girl, is you in the building? Is she in the building? We'll see if she'll send me a hello or something like that. Because I don't see you on the thing. No? Okay. Maybe she'll pop up and say hello or something. Like I was saying, they was talking about this deal with Samsung. Okay. Last time I checked, Android had a whole lot of phones that you could play the Xbox game, that Xbox Game Pass could be on. And what about my iPhone brothers and sisters? Y'all can't then wear that I can't play games on it. I can't enjoy myself on one platform. I can't do that. So I'm starting to think is Microsoft pretty scared because Sony is coming at them so hard. They're getting upset about controllers. Oh, PlayStation 4. I can't play with my PlayStation 4 controller on my PS5. What? Okay, you buy a new pair of Jordans, you gonna put on your old shoestrings on it? No, you're gonna get the shoestrings that came with it. I don't understand that. If I want a Big Mac, I'm going to McDonald's. It's not anti-consumer that the Big Mac is at McDonald's and the Whopper is at Burger King. If you want it, you go get it. You want to play with Spider-Man? Get a PS4. It's not hard. If you want to play PC games, get PC games. If you want to play Halo Infinite, where do you go? Xbox. But off of that and on to this. I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima, which I said is an excellent game. I think anybody, like I said, spend your money on it, get it, you good to go. 100% purchase. I think it's a very underrated game, and I think a lot of people are out there, trying to push this narrative that is not. I guess the media is trying to make sure this game doesn't get any props or whatever. But I suggest to anybody, I'm still playing. I suggest to anybody to please play this game and to please try your absolute best to enjoy it and have fun. The Last of Us 2, I love. I really do. But if it comes to Game of the Year, man, I'm going with Ghost of Tsushima. Because Last of Us, man, it kind of, a lot of people, it's divisive. It's a divisive game. A lot of people don't like how they did my boy. I ain't going to tell the story, but they did my boy wrong. But at the end of the day, man, you buy games to buy games. We have fun with them. We do what we do. And I was going back, last video, I was going back on when you play video games, and it just feels so good to play games. Do we remember everything that went on with games? Let me move that up. Do we remember everything that went on with games? One memory that was good to me, man, that I remember when Nintendo 64 came out. I know everybody remembers the 64, man. Controller looked like a Batarang, looked like you Bruce Wayne Jr. or something. So when you're playing 007, 007 GoldenEye, man. Do people remember that game, man? Do people remember James Bond? Do people remember Mario Kart? Do they remember these games that set it up? What was important about those games? Exclusive. Mario has been on Nintendo for as long as I've been living almost. So it's exclusive. Sonic the Hedgehog has been with Sega forever. Now Sega started branching off and doing third-party games, yes, but Sonic was a staple of Sega. Just like Crash Bandicoot was a staple for PlayStation for a long time. We have to get past all this situation where we're sitting up talking about, oh man, it's bad that Spider-Man is only on PS4. Don't buy an Xbox Series X if you want to play Spider-Man. If you want to play Halo Infinite, buy an Xbox. Do that. It's just nobody getting in your way and stopping you from making a purchase of any game. I just don't like how fanboys get in between. It's like, okay, let's I'm being a fair gamer. Let me go into another mode. And thank my two people, my one person who was on this stream. Love y'all, whoever the two y'all are. If nobody else comes in, I'm good. I'm just having a conversation about games, man. It's not about views. It's about the love of gaming. If you subscribe, that's great. That's absolute love, man. And I want to push content to make sure that everybody understands that at the end of the day, we come up in here to talk about pure gaming, man. Next time I do this stream, I would love to do it through. I'm doing it through YouTube Studio. You know, I'm fairly, man, little skilled when it comes to editing and stuff like that. I'm just the type of person that believes that at the end of the day, sometimes the purest form is to go out and just talk. Sometimes I do that, and when I learn about the streaming and when I learn how to, edit and do stuff like that, I think it'll be even better. But right now, I always go by the hip because I think it's organic for me. Everybody else can't just jump up and do that. And that's great because I believe sometimes the organic thing is the good thing. You never know what you're going to say. You never know how unpredictable something is. So you just go by that and you roll with it. But back to gaming, I want to say this. I'll throw out a bomb. Sony had a state of play yesterday. It was bad. But I have to say this. They had a bad state of play because they threw, I think, one or two PlayStation 5 titles up in there, but everything else is PS4 indie, independent game. And I didn't mind that. The problem I had with it was, well, I didn't have a problem. The thing I like about them, what they did was downplayed it. Hey, look, there's nothing about PS5, no prices, nothing. Don't come up in here. Don't come up in here thinking you're going to get a price for pre-order and all that stuff. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing none of that. We just letting you know these are lesser games for the PS4 that you can purchase if you want, if you don't. So I was kind of disappointed in it, but at the same time I understood because you still got another system to sell. And I think the PS4 going to get up there and catch up to the PS2 in sales because sooner or later they're going to drop it down to $150, $199 and make it a PS4 Slim 2, and then they'll sell it like hotcakes. But Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo. See, what we're forgetting about in the game is what Nintendo's going to do. Because the Switch, when it first came out, I was like, trash, man. How am I going to take these two controllers off the side of this, set this little screen down, and I'm playing with two little controllers. I say, this chair, I got big hands. I'm playing with little. I got a Switch. I got a two Switch. My daughter got a Switch. So Nintendo is very, very smart. They always a little ahead of the curve on everybody think-wise. Sony has always been the tech giant to me. They're the tech giant. They're the ones up at the top sitting up like, hey, look, you got to look at it. Microsoft is software. Therefore, the name Microsoft. Put that software in it. It's software. They're all about the software. That's why sometimes, they can do things on another end that Sony can't. So the Sony's advantage is hardware. Sony know how to build a reliable system, great everything built into the computer, the CPU, the GPU, the SSD, the controller, everything feels great. Microsoft is an American company, so they do well in hardware. But as we remember with the 360, which to me is the GOAT of 360. I mean, the GOAT of Xbox systems. It's the GOAT. It's the best one. I don't know who's going to complain about it, who's going to talk crazy about it, but it's the best system going for Xbox. I don't know about these other systems. The 360, I love the blades. When you had the menu, I love how easy it was to get into Xbox Live, to find everything. It was just whatever top you want to put it is in that situation. Let me say something to people too. You got to understand, when you sit up and actually look at the landscape of gaming, are you ready to dive in? Because me, I'm the water right there. I ain't tap my toes in the water. I was like, I'm jumping right in because I love new systems. I love new consoles. How it, the excitement it gives you when you take that, man, you bust that box on it, poof, and you smell. Man, I don't know how many people smell, but it's like a smell. You just open, like, oh man, controller is so cool, and it seemed like they had a little AC unit inside the box when you open everything, so cool and nice, and it seemed like it's hitting just right. Oh, I like this controller right here. It's cold and the system nice, and when you playing it, you turn that system on for the first time. You put the HDMI up in there, and you talking, and you sit. I'm like, man, dude, I never experienced this before. This kind of game, I never tried before. So it's great, man. Xbox Series X, I want to try to get it, but the message Microsoft keeps giving out is that they're not competing against Sony. If you're not competing against them, then why brag about being the most powerful console? Then why, when Sony has a PlayStation event, you say, oh, don't worry about that. We're going to show the power of the Xbox. You can't turn around and say that. Now, Microsoft against Sony with the 360. Know what you based it off of? Great games. But let's go back and look at what the 360 did. And nobody is talking about this. I'm surprised the media hasn't said it. I'm surprised the fanboys or anybody on Twitter spoke about it. They use the same strategy that some use with console time exclusive. Not PlayStation. Man, I was on the PlayStation. I was getting stuff a month later, 3 weeks later than the Xbox people. I'm like, man, dog, why I can't get the DLC now? Xbox had console exclusivity with Call of Duty, Activision, Infinity Ward, whatever you want to call them, they had it. Fast forward, PlayStation has it now. Destiny, PlayStation. Bungie, Halo. Gears of War, Xbox. Microsoft has started off with a lot of content that basically told people you only can play it on Xbox. You only can have it on Xbox. Only on Xbox. PlayStation had system games that are exclusive to them, but we forget Microsoft, what made the 360 so popular and so just on fire. I know it had a lot of issues with the red ring of death. We know about that. But as far as pure gaming, that was the best system they had with games. It was games everywhere. When the Xbox One first came out, their big mistake was they was trying to sell a TV player, a media player. If you go back on YouTube, look up Xbox, I think it was 2013, E3. No, not E3. The Xbox One reveal event. Go back on YouTube and go back and look at that. The first thing you're gonna be like, man, dude, like Xbox, turn on TV, Xbox, change the channel, Xbox, rewind, Xbox. It turned into a media player. What they messed up at was the restrictions that they put on players, like you can't trade in your games no more. Your game had a license on it. It had I think it was called DRL, the digital rights licensing. So you couldn't take your game anymore, and you couldn't trade it in because they were telling you, no, we're gonna make it your game. You can't do nothing with it. You can't sell it no more. You can share with a friend. You can let them play around, but you can't take it to GameStop anymore. Sony jumped all on that. I think Sony was going to do the same thing. I'll be honest with you. Sony was like, yeah, we're going to probably do the same thing. But Microsoft's mistake was that they went first. And when they went first, they went up there and said, oh, the price is $4.99. I know Sony was in about $4.99. Okay, let me check that out. $4.99. But wait, DRL. Wait a minute. You're telling me I can't trade in games? I'm just gonna do the same thing. But since they said it first, nope, take that off the list. $4.99, whoop, take that off the list. Then they came out, hey, picture game, share with a friend, and the crowd just went crazy. And they went crazy. Then they turned around again. First thing they said was, oh, and by the way, the PlayStation 4, $3.99. And he could have dropped the mic. He could have pushed off the stage to show nothing else. But that's how Sony approached it. They waited for Microsoft to stab themselves in the foot. I think Microsoft is doing an instant replay of this because you had a chance with Halo Infinite to show the best graphical system that is possible. And that's what you called it. And I believe you probably have it. But do you have the developers to harness the power and to make it the best that it is? Sony, Naughty Dog, dude, they can put me in the game. I'll be still talking like this. Yeah, like that, Reggie, for real. Man, oh no, they ain't Reggie. That's the game. But it looked just like. That's how good Naughty Dog is. That's how good companies are that you invest in, and you like Rare. See, people don't really know this. Rare is the studio that created GoldenEye 64 for Nintendo 64. An amazing game. They made Perfect Dark, Crash Bandicoot, Banjo-Kazooie. They made a lot of games that was hits on the Nintendo 64. And what happened was Microsoft said, they have hits on the N64. Let's grab them right quick. Let's snatch them up. Let's buy them, and we'll make games for Xbox to compete with Sony. What happened was, boo boo. Rare hasn't made a hit game for Microsoft yet. What upsets me about that is when Rare was with Nintendo, man, it was banger after banger because Nintendo didn't accept low quality. Microsoft mostly is about quantity. So if they could push a game out there and just get it out there in the open, even if they don't really care, they're going to make the money. And Sony, let's be real. These companies don't care about me or you. They care about money. But if you're for the buck, I don't care what you think about me. I just want to play good games. And Sony has that. Microsoft has a way to go. I give them credit that they try. But Phil Spencer gives two different messages. The two different messages are, we want you to play our games. We got the most powerful system. We just bought all these third-party companies and we made a Microsoft studio, so the games are going to be better. But on the other end, you're like, oh man, we want to do like Netflix. We want you to play it on your phone, on your computer, while you're laying in the bed on your TV. We want you to play it anywhere. If you got iPad, whatever, iPad. A Samsung Note 20. We want you to play on that. And that's the thing with Sony is like, nah, you're going to have to play on the PS5. I don't care what else you're trying to play it on. You better do remote play. You better do share play. That's the only play you're going to be doing on our system because we're not taking it. We want you to get a system for these games, these bangers we're about to give you. And I feel strongly about that. Like, I'm the same way. Like, when I say fair gamer, man, what I mean by that, because a lot of people are like, that's not fair gamer. we were talking about this night about Sony and Nintendo. Any company can get it. Any company. Sony, like I just said, they had a kind of whack conference. It was a yarner. But what I like that they did was say, man, it's gonna be trying to trash, man, but if you think about it for a second, we just want to sell a couple more PS4s. Do you mind? That's what it was. And that's what they cared about. Microsoft, like, we're gonna make you see that the Xbox Series X is the most powerful, make it the most powerful system in the world. Like He-Man, I have the power. And people was eating it up. Oh man, boy, Sony in trouble. Wait till Halo Infinite coming. Oh, wait till the ground. Straight to the garbage. That's how it turned out, and it turned out bad, man. It didn't turn out good at all. But I want to say this to people that support me, man. Subscribe, notification. Yeah. We got my sister. She do Kicks Girl, and on YouTube it's Kicks Girl. It's KICKZ. G-U-A-O Kick Girl. Hold on, let me get it right. Ayo Kicks Girl. So it's AYOO KICKZ GURL. Once again, AYOOGURLZ Kicks Girl. You gotta break that down. She doing fire content on what she doing with her shoes and everything, man. My boy Fight Man ETV got all types of content. Yes, I'm proud of y'all, man. I'm glad of what y'all doing, joining us in this YouTube situation, man. One day, we have did a couple of collabs. We have got together on videos, and I think it turned out well, man. How we turn out all the time. I'm so happy to have these people, supporting, man. I love them to death, and I love to support them. Yasmin just, Ayo Kicks Girl, just got into the game. She hungry. She want to do videos. She trying to edit now. She trying to get down now. So I know she ready. He been in the game. He know what to do. I'm just proud of them. I love them. I love the support they give me just as well as I give them. Like I said, my girl Rita Walker, man, she got 5 videos. She tripping on videos, man. You'll laugh at her videos. She do health. She do story time. She do a lot of stuff too, man. It's so much content out here, man. Love y'all. It's so much content out here, man, that, these people really put into it. We know you got the big mainstream YouTubers out there that, they got to get that change, man. They got to get money, so they make it a career. I have a family. I have kids, life, job, everything. But I get on here because it's a passion, man. I love video games, man. I don't really have time to edit and stuff like that a lot because I'm a busy man. I work, I got kids, everything. I had to wait till 10 o'clock to stream because one of my kids would have walked in, Daddy, could you do this for me? And then I'm stuck. Like, yeah, I got you. I'll be right there. That's how it is. But they all work, have jobs, work out, do everything that normal people do. But they try their best to put content out that's going to let people understand, look, this is where I'm coming from. This is what I believe in. This is what I like. This is my hobby. And we know, like I said, I know the big YouTubers do that, man. And I appreciate what they do. I'm not here for 1 million views. I'm not here for 100,000 views. I'm here because I purely love video games, man. I don't care if somebody say I'm an X, boy, a PlayStation fan, boy, a Sony pony or a Nintendo Bobo, whatever they want to call me. I love games, man. And I'm going to get on here. I'm going to talk some old school story on games, man, because I just remember every kind of story, man, about a game when you first clicked it in, like Metal Gear Solid. I don't know who else played Metal Gear Solid. I know it's a lot of people play Metal Gear Solid. You put that disc in, and you got Snake, man. Yeah, I'm gonna do this mission. Solid Snake. And you like, oh man, that's the voice, boy. And he ain't even got no eyeballs. I think he had a nose. The graphics weren't spectacular, but we love the story. dun, 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 dun. What? They got the exclamation mark pop up your head. Like, oh, I gotta go high. You go crawling inside. That was one of the most amazing feelings I had in the game. Actually sitting up and sneaking up on people. That's what a stealth genre really came, man. It was the stealth game, man. There's Splinter, and I had Splinter Cell. I was like, oh man, now stealth is so big in games now. That was the godfather of it, man. He started to me, Metal Gear started it all. Just like to me, Grand Theft Auto started open world games, where it was so amazing to just go around and do, even though you was shooting the police and blowing up helicopters, you can do what you almost wanted to do on that game. Then it even advanced. Look at it, The Last of Us. Well, it's a linear game. It's a linear game, but it has open world kind of environments a little bit like Horizon Zero Dawn. You can run around and just look at the vistas, man. You can look at I think State of Decay was something like that. I don't know if Microsoft really did a lot of open world games because they don't do a lot of single player games. But it was so many games. Yeah, facts. Yeah, facts, man. Metal Gear. Yeah, Mario was a game you put on for the first time. Then you die. Mario was the biz. Sonic, when you oh man, the first stage, man. And you running it, putting that game in your system. You felt it, man. That's what games do that to us now. That's maybe the next stream I have. Do games give you that emotion still? Now, Last of Us, oh my God. I'm gonna answer right now. The first Last of Us, I don't care what nobody say about the second Last of Us. I care about you talking trash about the Last of Us. When I put that game in, you can connect, and I'm not gonna say any spoilers because there's still some people I know that haven't played it and completed it. First of all, Ayo Kicks Girl and my boy Fireman ETV, I want both of them to clear this game because I want, now that they playing two, they doing it backwards, which I'm jealous of because I wish I could have played The Last of Us as a prequel to two. See, two shows you a little what the connection is. But when you go back to one, man, it's just gonna be amazing to understand. I'm playing after this. That's what I'm talking about. It's gonna be amazing to see. Because when I put that game in for the first time, man, the music, the storyline, Ellie, Joel, man, it was just amazing, man, to see the storyline and what they went with that, man. Tessa, just all of it, man. Marlene, it was a great story, man. You couldn't put together a game, a story like that ever, man. It was just Halo. I don't care what nobody say. Put Halo in. You get that Warhol for the first time and you hit that corner. Oh man, you driving. Now, if you ain't really no controllers, boy, you don't know where you're going because it was kind of weird, the controls at first on that big fat daddy Xbox controller. You was like, man. But when I first seen it, dude, I was, like I said, EB Games. I was actually in college, and I think it was me and my boy Aaron. Again, he'd have been in some gaming moments with me. We was going to EB Games in Lincolnwood Mall on the north side of Chicago. We went up in there, man, and we seen it on the TV. I was like, wait, man, what's that, dude? Is that Halo? What is Halo? And he dude said, hey, man, you know, now the one thing about gaming dudes, like gaming guys that work in stores, man, they'll sell something to you quick. But this dude was passionate about it enough that I went and bought an Xbox afterwards, man. He was like, hey, man, let me tell you, dude, that game is fire, man. And well, not fire back then. He was like, that game is great, man. You just want to, dude, I haven't seen a first-person shooter that's like this. It's just aliens and it's a ring and you go, man, and you get in this truck, dude, and you're with your guys and you're riding around. I'm like, okay, man, I got a feeling you, dude. But he was explaining, white dude, man, just like, and you get this This warthog, dude. And it's just you and you got it's a co-op, man. It's not by yourself. It's like you got to do it with you, man. And you're in the truck and you're feeling badass, man. I was like, I like that. I like that. But I played these games, man, and you know, it was a culture change, man. I know a lot of people, and I'm being honest, man. A lot of people get flack for playing video games. We supposed to be degenerates, or we don't have lives because we play video games. Let me explain something to you, man. It's dudes that collect rocks. It's cats that build model planes. It's guys that dress up in an engineer's outfit and say choo choo and play with a train and go in a circle. I still know dudes who race those little cars on them tracks and they going all around. People have hobbies. Some people just like to go to the movies all the time and watch movies. Some people like to turn around and fish. Some people like to go hunting. Some people like to go shooting. Some people, you know, at a gun range. Some people like to do all types of things, fishing, hunting, all that. And guess what? It's their livelihood. It's what they want to do. I can say this, man. After growing up, west side of Chicago, projects, dealing with everything I dealt with, dude, video games almost saved my life. I can definitely say that, man, because my mother and my father, man, made sure if I was getting good grades in school, they were like, hey, if you doing good in school, you want some games, we got you. Man, I'd be in the house just exclusive. Everything was exclusive at the time. You're like, oh, that's exclusive. And you playing the game, man, you enjoying yourself. The purity of a video game, man, it's like you get home, you got the game, and you're like, I'm gonna be here for a while, man. I'm gonna be here for a while. But I think that's the next video or stream I do, man. It's like you can correlate with that you actually set up and said, man, this game and it helped you when you got better. I think a lot of people miss that, you know, that purity of playing a video game, man. And that's why I say on a fair game, because I love just checking things out, playing games and seeing other people's opinions, man. Comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Do what you want to do. Like I said, we got Ayo Kicks in the building, got Fireman ETV in the. So I want you to try to check them out as well, man. I try to pass the love on. My cousin Charisma is doing good, but I'm a shout out anyway because I love her and I want her to do the best. Jamelia, when you start yours, if you started yours already, sweetheart, send me that link. I'll put it on my page. I'll do everything I can for all y'all, man. Love y'all. I went 34 minutes talking about games and I'm sleepy. But I know I'm going to game in a second and I'm going to do my absolute best. So I just want to say thank you all to my people. I don't care if it's one person. I don't care if it's two people. It's about gaming, man. We're going to get this together. We're going to build a nation. It's going to be gaming nation up here. You know what I'm saying? Gamer nation is coming. So just telling everybody thanks so much. Appreciate the support, man. Love everybody for this. Fireman E, Ayo Kicks Girl, Ayo Kicks Girl. We got Rita Walker. We got Jamelia Walker, Charisma Walker. Everybody doing good, man. And I want the best. And I will do a live stream Sunday night. So I want to talk about what gaming did to help you get out of a situation, or you know, we have a lot of stuff on our mind, man, and you put a game on, dude, and you can escape all that. You know what I'm saying? You can totally escape all that. So I want to delve into that, man, and just let people understand. Look, wait, man, there's nothing wrong with playing games. It's not. I'm 40. I'm not stopping playing games. There's too many good games still coming, man. I grew up on it. So I just want to say to everybody, thank you so much. Love you. And like I said, Sunday night, I don't know what time yet. I sent a little notification or whatever. You'll find out. Thank you for my new subscribers that's here. I seen y'all. Appreciate you. Showing love. You need love from me. I got you. All right. Take care. Have a blessed one. I'll let y'all later.